since technically at another time, since I worked for LU, I would have been relying on her. Frankie Izzo is the SEIU 1021 union representative. She's going to give us an update because she's actually about to go into a meeting. Today is Friday, December 8th at, what, 4 o'clock is it? Something like that? Thereabouts?
Yeah, close to it.
And we're at Oakland City Hall, 425. Frankie, what's going on? What's the update?
Yeah, so we've been in bargaining for about 7 months, and the last 4 days we've been on strike. The whole city, 1021 and 21 have been on strike, and we're trying to negotiate with the mayor, but she's been really stubborn about trying to make any kind of compromise with us. And so it's just like left us in the position where
you have to strike.
We're just having to keep on with this strike, and it's really, really disappointing because this strike is affecting so many different people. I'm a Head Start family advocate, and we have over 1,000 kids that are not getting their Head Start services. That affects not just the children; it affects the parents who rely on us so that they can go to work and go to school. So and then there are senior services. There's you know, the garbage pickup. I mean, there's just so many services that all the city is missing out on, while the mayor does whatever she's doing to I don't understand, like, what the holdup is, and trying to like negotiate with us and come to a fair contract so that we can go back to work. We all want to go back to work. I want to go back to work. I miss my work so much. I've done it for 22 years.
22 years.
22 years. I've been a
You've been
family
longer
advocate.
than me.
And I love my job, and I love my families, and I love the children, and I just want to get back to work and be able to do the work that I do to help the families in Oakland.
Hey, Frankie, tell my viewers what you all want versus what the mayor has proposed.
So when we first came into bargaining in May of 2017, they wanted to give us a zero increase, a zero cost of living increase. And this is in spite of the fact, yeah, zero. They offered us zero, even though when we negotiated a contract 2 years ago, she said that their exact words were, just take this increase right now. We got a 7% in our last contract, 4 and 3, and they were like, just take this right now because we're really gonna get you next time on the next contract. We're gonna give you a fair increase.
That. Yeah, I remember that.
Yes, and then they came back with zero, zero, and then
that was in 2012, right? Something like that, where they came up with nothing, or
well,
you guys gave up a lot.
We gave up a lot since 2008. We've taken furlough days. We've taken, they've started taking money out of our check for our retirement, for our PERS income. And so the last raise we finally just got in this last contract, it's increased my income like maybe around $100 a month, and that's since 2008.
Jeez.
2008.
Jeez.
That's almost 10 years ago.
If I may, how have your housing costs increased? Or have you
I lost my housing. My landlord wanted to move into my apartment 2 years ago, and I could not. There's no way I could find an apartment in Oakland I could afford. I used to ride my bike to work. Now I have to.
This was an Ellis Island thing for you, like
what
Rebecca Kaplan was talking about, that where the landlord wants to move an in-law in.
Yeah,
that kind of deal?
Yeah. I don't really know for sure, like, you know, how legal it all was, but anything like that. But all I know is that when I lost that housing 2 years ago, and I went out looking for housing, there was nothing. There was nothing I could afford on the income that I get from the city. You know, because our income, like I said, in 10 years, it hasn't really hardly gone up, and everything else has gone up and up and up. Gas, food, rent, everything's gone up.
I remember the days when we used to make enough money for our house.
Right, I used to, when I first worked for the city, I was doing okay.
This is like a great place to be. It's like, oh yeah. Do you want to chime in with us?
Right now, we just did an
well,
equity study.
I live in Livermore,
come on around. Yeah.
I'm having a tough time, though, let me tell you.
Yeah, you're with SEIU, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so go ahead, yeah. Do you want to add something to what Frankie was saying? She's the boss, of course, but, you know.
Well, we just need to have our union strong, and we need to make sure they do right for us.
Yeah. But I remember.
I mean, I'm out in Livermore, and I need to go back to work. I work this comp.
What do you do for us, for the city?
Oh, I'm a groundskeeper, sprinkler guy for Livermore, California.
Okay. So you're out here supporting Oakland.
Yeah.
Well, I came out here, and then it just happened to be that my union was out here, and I go, oh, I guess I picked the right day to wear my hat.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you
So,
go.
yeah, I'm really glad I'm here. This is a strong union, and we have to fight to keep it strong, that's for sure, and we can't let them walk all over us. I'm
That's
very
right.
proud of this lady right here.
Yeah.
Hey, Frankie, so what is it just Libby's decision, or is it the council as a whole? Or, I mean,
Well, we've been,
you know,
yeah.
and let me ask you this: do you think strong mayor has helped us in this? We were better. I think we were better off under council manager. I'm starting to think that.
Yeah, our mayor has not. She has not been at all cooperative. I don't really. I can't tell you what she's thinking. To hold off on, keep us out here on strike this many days and to affect this many Oakland people and to affect this many city workers. There are so many city workers who barely make it from paycheck to paycheck, especially in Head Start.
Right.
And to keep us out here, I was telling somebody this morning that the amount of money that they've saved on this 4-day strike so far is the amount of money that we need for the increase. So they might as well just give it to us, but she doesn't want to. I don't know, Mayor. I don't know what your issue is, but you need to hear the city, and you need to hear your unions that work for you and your city employees, and you need to consider bargaining with us so that we can get a fair contract.
Yeah, that's absolutely well said. I'm going to tweet this. I'm not going anywhere. Hold on, because I'm just going to tweet this out, folks. So if it stops, don't freak. I'm just going to tweet this out. It only takes a second, and I'll be right back. They haven't designed this so that it efficiently stays. We're back, folks. We're back, folks. I just tweeted that out under 3 hashtags. It is pretty cool. Huh?
Very
instant
cool.
broadcast.
Right.
Faster than those people down the street. They talk. I hope everybody. But also, tell my viewers how many people work in Oakland that are on strike.
Okay, now this is a big issue. Do I have the right sign? Oh, let's see here. No, I don't. Okay, I've been changing signs all day.
Okay.
One of our big issues is our TPT workers, temporary part-time workers. We have temporary part-time workers who have been working temporary part-time for 20 years. Temporary part-time is just supposed to be to fill in positions, that kind of like come and go and ebb and flow. But a lot of our substitute teachers for Head Start are temporary part-time workers, and
It's a way of getting all that FTE.
okay, they don't have any benefits. They get a small stipend for their medical coverage, but they don't get
So
medical
it's not even
coverage.
half benefits. There's no benefits.
They don't get any benefits.
Okay.
And
Wow.
this is the worst thing.
Wow.
They have no rights. If they say something like their supervisor says, do such and such, and they say like, well, that doesn't seem safe, they can get fired. So they just have to do whatever they're told whenever they're told. They have to show up whenever they're told. They can't ever, they have to work overtime without pay whenever they're told. They can't ever question anything. And that's half of our workforce. Half of our workforce.
Wow. When I was in 1021, this was 1990. 1021 was 4 and while I worked fellow here. So I worked fellow here from 1995 to 1999, and then I remained over here in the old city annex building until 2001. But you couldn't do that then.
Right. And it's
things have
just,
regressed.
and our last contract, we went through a lot of trouble to try to bargain for our temporary part-time workers to get them converted into full-time workers. And they did. They converted a lot of our temporary workers into full-time workers. But you know what they did? They hired people right back into those positions and even increased how many temporary part-time workers they have. And then there's other issues. There's all kinds of issues that, they don't have enough garbage pickup. Our KOCB workers are understaffed. Our Head Start workers are, they've laid off people, and then since 2008, the city has laid off a bunch of people, never hired them back. So the people that are left behind, we've been working with less pay and doing more work.
This has been going on for a while. Hey,
yeah, since 2008.
You and I have been around for a while. You remember when we had just like one city manager, and then we had Jerry, he had 2 or 3, and we've had one city administrator every 2 years, right? Something like that?
Yeah.
Do you think that, I'm just speculating, that each city manager sort of came in, or city administrator sort of came in and just used these temporary employees just to fill a thing, and then they were gone, they didn't have to worry about it, they didn't have to care about it?
Yeah,
You know?
to be honest with you, I'm not really sure about that.
Sure.
All I know is that just that the city has, like, you know, just steadily increased their use of temporary part-time workers.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of it I'm guessing, okay, this is just my opinion, okay? This is not based on any, but I think I think what's going on with the city might have something to do with this new Janus law that's going to be passed.
No,
that's
tell me
gonna,
about that.
there's going to be a law passed that right to work. It's a right to work, which makes it so that so right now, when you get hired for the city, because the city is a union city, you're automatically a fee payer to the union. And what they're going to do, but you get all the benefits that you get for being, even though you don't have to sign up to be a union member, but you're a fee payer. You still get all the benefits. This Janus law is going to make it so that anyone who doesn't want to sign up for the union doesn't have to, and they don't have to pay any union dues. But the union still has to support them in any kind of issues that they're having. If they're having an issue with their employer, with their workers' comp, with their, you know.
So the union winds up underfunded.
So the union ends up underfunded, and I think that this is, like I said, this is my guess, because I'm trying to figure, I'm trying to understand what's going on with the mayor. What's going on in her head that she's doing this to us, because like I said, first it was 0, then they gave us 2 and 2, and then they gave us 4%, but it was going to not start until 2018, and then all of a sudden it was retro back to 20, you know, like more pressure we put.
I'm curious though, is it contraction? In the old days of Oakland politics, one politician would have tried to override the mayor. Right? How come no other politician? How come no other elected official? How come no other city council member?
You know what?
Like
no,
Rebecca Kaplan was out here,
she
right?
She is. We're supporting us.
Okay.
Thank you, Rebecca Kaplan.
Yeah. Okay. So that's what I'm saying.
Thank you, Rebecca.
Yeah.
No,
Why isn't she
Gallo.
being more, forceful?
She
Okay.
is. No, she is.
All right.
Rebecca Kaplan, Noel Gallo, Desley Brooks. They've all been really fighting for us. And
Because Rebecca could put up an alternative resolution if she wanted to right now. That's why I'm asking. See?
that they tried.
Hold on a second. Rebecca, I gotta ask you that question. What's going on? Okay.
No. They really did try. There was a city council vote when the budget was passed, and they tried to override it, and we had enough city council members to override that budget, but then they pulled a dirty deal during the city council meeting where they went behind closed doors. The mayor was there, and
This is earlier this year,
They did something where they pulled something out of the budget so that they could pass it with less members. So that's how they got it passed. That was a dirty deal. It was and that's how they got that budget passed. And it's been a downhill battle ever since. Because basically what it is, okay, they have to pass a budget, and they have all this money in there. They have money in different,
pockets.
Places and pockets and
reserves.
And then what they do is they have to decide how they're going to use this money. And so what they do is they budget what this budget did, and it was a deliberate move to keep us from getting a raise. They said, oh, we're using it here and here and here, but we're not giving any. They gave us zero at that time, zero for raises. And like I said, just through the union bargaining and negotiating and pressure from our members who have come out. We had a half-day strike in October, and every time we've done these different, actions, we've gotten a little bit more, but we don't have enough. It's not enough to see us through. It's not enough. Right now, we deserve an actual raise, but all we're asking is for cost of living. To keep us up with cost of living.
That's what's so confusing to me, because I hate to keep saying back in the old days, right? But I don't remember us ever striking before. Do you?
No, we had.
It's been just since the last 5 years, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
I've worked for the city for 22 years, and one time we had a one-day strike, and that settled everything.
Was it. Yeah, right. And now it's folks, this is unprecited for us.
It is.
It's a
It's
major
unprecedented.
problem.
I've never seen a mayor be as stubborn as this mayor is being, and like I said, I really think the city council
and my God,
members.
sister, come on, Libby, we got to get this together.
Yeah.
So it's
please, Mayor Libby, we really need you to hear the suffering of your city employees and all the people who are depending on the services that our city employees
Are
provide.
there any other
in
council
Oakland.
members that are standing with her that are preventing this from happening?
I just know that there's city council members that are kind of on the fence.
Because they could override her. That's why I keep pointing to that.
There's city council members that are with her, and then like I said, just the 3 that are really strong with us. And we've gotten some support from Larry Reed. But I think in this last negotiation we just had, because we were here the last 2 days while council was meeting, and to be honest with you, I can't remember exactly who supported us and who didn't. But
I would guess there's probably, in terms of the people siding with Libby, I'm going to guess it's probably Abel Guillen, Annie Campbell-Washington, and
Lynette.
Dan Cab, and Lynette with Libby.
Yeah,
okay?
Lynette's definitely.
And then the people on your side, Noel Gallo, Rebecca Kaplan, and I'm going to say maybe
Leslie Brooks. Leslie Brooks. Yeah, Leslie Brooks
yeah,
is
so
with us. Those are the 3 that have been with us.
So
and like I said, Larry Reed has supported us. He's, he's listened to us. Abel has also listened to us. But
what about Dan Cowell? Because he's running for assembly.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Or has he checked out? Excuse me. Hey, Dan, have you checked out? Where are you, man? I'm going to call you.
I'm sorry. I don't remember about Dan Cowell, but...
he's District 1.
Yeah. No, I mean, I know his name, but I can't remember where he stands. But but right now, the strong 3 are the ones we just listed. The ones who are really strong, and the others have been...
through all this?
I can barely stand up now.
Oh, no. You have your cute doggy. What's your doggy's name? It's like, hi.
His name is Champ.
Hey, Champ. Champ is taking this like a champ. Hey, Champ.
He is. He's a champ.
Hey, Champ.
He's a good guy.
How you doing, Champ?
This is his first day out on the picket line, but he's been a champ all day.
Man, what a good boy.
I had a feeling today would be a little bit less.
He smells my big dog.
All the other days I've had to run around here and run around there.
You having fun, Champ? Hey, Champ.
Yeah, he smells my big huskies. I got big husky dogs.
Hey, Champ. How you doing?
They're really cute. They're famous as a soccer bar.
Wow.
Yeah, they're actually 4 kinds of dogs. They're Shepherd, Husky, Border Collie, and Lamb.
Champ's hanging in there like a champ for Frankie and everybody.
Champ is a champ for SEIU.
And Frankie's a champ.
And for the city of Oakland and all city of Oakland
Frankie's a champ right here. Frankie, you're the champ too.
Go on? I mean, you're not gonna. I mean, you got to have a better condition. I mean, it's maybe another next week, obviously.
I don't know. Every day I think this has got to be the last day. Like the last 2 days, we've had so many people out here. I don't know how anyone could stand up to that and just let it roll off their back. I can't imagine anyone keeping us out here any longer. And like I said, all the people that are affected by it, not just us workers, but all the city people. All the services that are not being. Oh, the libraries. The libraries are closed.
Right.
The recreation parks are closed. I mean, you know what I mean? It's just like so many city people are being affected by the mayor not wanting to move, not wanting to in any way negotiate with us.
Oh, Frankie.
So
Frankie, this is thank you so much.
No problem.
Appreciate it. Thank you. You want to add something in closing, or?
Oh, well, Frankie's just
SEIU.
she's our champion right here.
Oh, SEIU is Service Employees
International Union.
So there you go.
And we're 1021.
Yeah, right. Local 1021. Hey, Frankie, are you guys thinking about running someone for mayor against Libby?
We are. Yeah. We don't know yet.
Is it Rebecca or is it Nate?
Hey, I don't know. We haven't decided yet, but I'll be honest with you, we have been talking about running someone.
Can you give us a name that maybe?
No, we didn't get a name yet.
Oh,
we just talked. The first time we talked about it was last night, and we're talking about finding somebody to run.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, because we
Who would you like for it to be, if you could wave your badge?
You know what? I love Rebecca Chaplin. I love Noel Gallo. I love Leslie Brooks. I love all 3 of them. Any one of those 3, I would vote for you.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, what a valuable time. Thank you, Frankie. And
no
thank
problem.
you again.
Yeah, Adrian Butterfield.
Adrian, thank you. Thank you all. And hey, subscribe to Zinni62 on YouTube. And hey, Zinsters, I'll be back later. And thanks a lot, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, Frankie. And
You're
thanks,
welcome.
Champ. Thanks, Champ. Thank you, Champ. It's cute.
Oh, this has been fun.
Yeah, this is fun. Yeah, you got it.